The leadership of a country, I believe, must be somebody who has been tried. He's got the experience of working with a community, because gone are the days when you make yourself. In the politics of today, it's the people that have made you. And the only time that people can make you is they will sell you, not you selling yourself to them. And until we do those kind of thoughts and bring those kind of thoughts into our minds, you will find that everybody has an aspiration of becoming the topmost position holder. Everybody has. But do you have the expertise? Do you have the know-how, the respect? Are you there to look after yourself, or are you there to look after the people that you profess? These are very nice words, I know I'm saying. And to put them into practice, we all have at one time or another said, if I am in government, I will do this, I will do the other. No, that's wishful thinking, but in some cases it's what we feel is required. We get elected into those positions with very strong beliefs that we are going to make changes in our countries. But when the time comes, you find that the hardships, the impediments that you come across are such that your good wishes are slowly fading, and you yourself are having to fight for survival. So, yes, you find in instances,
You definitely speak from experience.
yes, you will find that those who have been there have gone in with good intentions and a very deflated pocket or bank balance. But years later you see that that bank balance has blossomed to such an extent that you begin to worry, even yourself, and say, where did this all come from? And you look at yourself and you say, mine is depleted. I came with something and I'm going away with nothing. Now, those are the kind of issues where a common statement, which is generalizing and saying, yes, if you give aid to Africa, you're really giving it to individuals. That individual who is already rich becomes richer. Those for whom it is intended, the poor, get poorer. Look at the statistics of most countries, even my country here, Malawi. You will find that in the last 10 years, people's life standards have dropped. People have less disposable income in their pockets. And that's what we are fighting for. There is no targeted developmental drives. There is a lot of things that can be said about it. But these are good intentions which sometimes remain good intentions with no beneficial outcomes. Yes, you know, as I mentioned earlier on, that I come from a business background. In fact, most of my colleagues who were in the cabinet of the United Democratic Front are former business people. And it was questioned when we took over government, how are these business people going to run government? And our answer was simple, that we hope that we will be able to run government like we do a big business. What are the objectives? You have to set out the plans and objectives to be successful, whether you're running government or running business. To us at that time, we felt that we could. And I'm sure, given the experience we have today, there's very little difference between the business of government and the business of commerce. Your parameters have to be defined. You have to set up your goals and see where you want to go. As such, I would advise somebody to say, let us look at, for instance, where is the growth area in Malawi? Let us look at the 2080 syndrome. The 20% that are living in urban areas know what they want, their businesses are flourishing, and they're doing well. They will not go out to visit the biggest market where the 80% live, because the costs may sound prohibitive. I have said that if I was in a position, because being in government, being a cabinet minister doesn't influence the rest of the cabinet, doesn't mean that you are on a par with the thoughts of your leader. He has his own, and that's the way it's going to be. So even though you are in the cabinet, you want to talk about various other things, they remain your dreams. But if I was to advise, I would say go out to that 80%. Go out into the rural areas. That is where the population is. Develop the rural areas. They will need expertise. They will need to go to the urban area for that 20% to entice them to come and help where the raw material is. And until you start developing the rural areas, your efforts to develop the country like Malawi will remain a wishful dream.
Mr. Thomson, thank you very much.
That's a good ending, isn't it?
Pleasure.
Thank you.
It was excellent.
Of course, you're gonna take that one out, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. That was great. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay.